I got an excellent question from Jamie today that I'd like to respond to in video. It's a question I get different ways, shapes, and forms of numerous different times. So I wanted to use this as an example for everybody to look at because it's something that happens to all of us. Okay, so here's the question. Hi, Sam. Thanks so much for the amazing tips. I had an intake call right after I watched your interview and I'm convinced it changed the game. Thank you. That said, the client who was ready to go still hasn't paid or returned my contract. I just talked to her yesterday, but I'm not sure how long to wait before following up with her. What do you suggest? Thanks in advance. Thank you so much for sending in this question, Jamie. I really appreciate it and giving me a chance for something to talk about, to share with people. So what has happened here is you don't have a concrete next step and you don't have an expectation. If you haven't actually set your next step or know when you're going to hear back from them, I don't know how to answer your question. So to take it back a step, it's really crucial at the end of your enrollment calls to actually figure out together what's going to happen next. If that is, I'm sending you an invoice, I'm sending you a contract, then when are they going to sign it and send it back and send in the money? Are they going to do it tomorrow? Or are they going to do it in 3 days? Are they interested but going to do it sometime in the next 6 months? The fact that somebody has agreed to accept a contract and an invoice doesn't actually necessarily mean that they're ready to work with you. It means that they're ready to get off the phone with you. So one of the things that you can do to make sure that they're actually ready is to dig into that and ask, what's the timing on this? And if they're unclear, then that's a sign to you that they're not actually ready. And that's excellent information for you to have. So if they say like, well, I'm not really sure when I want to do this by, then we have more work to do, right? I'm sure you can see that as having done enrollment calls before. So if you have more work to do, then the next step is, all right, this call is over. Let's get on a second call at a specific time and let's set a specific agenda for that call. Like, hey, you've got some things you need to figure out before then, or you want to look at the contract, or you want to look at things. What exactly do you want to do before this next call, and what's going to happen? So I'm going to jump back to your question. Your question is, you just talked to her yesterday, but I'm not sure how long to wait before following up with her. So the first thing to do is in the future is to set that expectation. When do you follow up with them? You set that with them directly out loud so that they know exactly what to expect. So now you're in this situation. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how long to wait. So I would wait longer than 1 day unless you were expecting to start working with them today. Like if you were expecting to start your first session immediately, then hey, send them right away. A lot of this is really, it depends. And that's what it depends on in this case is how soon did you expect to actually start working together? So if you kind of got yeah, I want to do this, I'm excited about it, but didn't get a really concrete timeline, which is I'm guessing what happened here, I would wait 2 or 3 days. And then what I would do is, the crucial point here is to make sure that this is about them, not about you. So the important thing here is don't send them an email that says, hey, I didn't get your invoice yet. I didn't get your contract. Can you send that? Because that's about you. Or I would love to work together, or any of those phrases that are about you as the coach. What you do after 2 or 3 days in this case is send them an email that actually says something about them. So one of the goals that they came up with, or the pain points that they came up with in their enrollment call with you, pull that out. So if they were like really excited to have, let's say they were looking for accountability, they're excited to work with you as a coach for accountability, and they really just need accountability and a guide. So they wanted a guidance and accountability. You could find an article related to accountability or guidance in the field that you work. I'm trying not to give specifics here because I haven't asked Jamie for permission to actually talk about them. So I have the specifics in my head, but I'm not going to share them here. So if somebody came to you because they are looking for guidance and accountability, you can share an article with them about what it looks like in your particular coaching area to get help with accountability. What kinds of things could you accomplish if you had an accountability person for 3 months or 6 months? Like, what could it look like? And it's great to have it come from a third-party source, something that's outside of yourself, to help them look at this from a different angle and go, oh, right, Jamie's thinking about me. Oh, right. I mean, they know why you're contacting them. You don't have to say, hey, can you send the invoice? Hey, can you send back the contract? They already know why you're contacting them. they're smart people. But the fact that you're contacting them and offering them value is really, really helpful to them. So thanks so much for your question, Jamie. I'm going to sign off and bye.